Good evening, Professor. This presentation is about COVID-19, SARS-CoV-2, 2019 newly developed coronavirus detection and treatment by ICT biosensor and point-of-care technology. So our content is some introduction part of the biosensor, that is a sensing part, and nose of a sensor and biosensor definitions and aspect of sensor, recognition element, method of emulation and performance factor and areas of application. So first of all, I want to present introduction to a sensor. What a sensor actually is. Biosensor are analytical device which measures concentration of an analyte. So analyte is some DNA, RNA, protein, interleukin or enzyme or any kind of disease biomarker. There are lots of biomarkers for a particular disease. So we use a sensor for the detection of particular disease using a biomarker concentrations. So this is our analytes. We use analytes for the sensing application as a biological sensitive element, and this is a transducer. Transducer can be a different part like impedance analyzer in electrical detection or any other device, and this is electronic circuit using some logic gates and chip, and here is some display part which use as a output of measurement data. This is analyte and sensing layer recognition, and transducer will transform the signals to the display part. Here's our component I already described in previous slide: bioelement, transducer, amplifier, and processor, and his display. Aspect of a sensor. There are different aspects of a sensor as recognition element. Recognition is biomarker, bacteria, nucleic acid, that is DNA and RNA, enzymes, protein, and invasive recognition elements. And for a transducer, transducer can be a different part like electrochemical, optical, piezoelectric device, and thermal sensor. For electrochemical, it can be a different part: potentiometric, voltametric, conductometric, FET based sensor, and optical absorption spectroscopy, fluorescence spectroscopy. Basically, it is based on the light scattering and transmission of light, like luminescence, LSPR, and light scattering. Here is some electrochemical material based on different techniques and technologies. This can be a different part like pH changes sensor, heat sensor, light sensor, mass changes for a different transducer part. So for a sensor, we need to mobilize the biomolecule, that is our analyte. There are different techniques to mobilize a biomolecule: adsorption, cross-linking, entrapment, and covalent bonding. Here we can see this is a different combination of emulation technology. Performance factor. There are so many performance factor. I've described mainly factor which is very important for a sensor part. Accuracy, how much accurate our sensor is, and selectivity, Selectivity is a very important part for a sensor. Sensitivity, how much sensitive our sensor is, that is for how long it takes a time to respond towards an electrochemical detection. Electrical detection means time is very important part also. Accuracy, this one. Response time means there are so many techniques: biological technique, electrochemical technique, and electrical technique. Some techniques take the time from 30 to 60 minutes on the basis of their techniques. Areas of application, there are so many areas of application like healthcare, drug development, environment monitoring, biomolecule detection, quality control of a product, and food analysis. Like here we can see capsule type micro pH sensor, neurophysiological disorder sensor, skin surface pH sensor, biomolecule detection sensor, diagnosis of infectious disease sensor, enzyme sensor, virus sensor, and chiral discrimination sensor. There are different aspects of areas of application for the sensing technology. Here's another part, electrochemical SARS-CoV sensing at point of care and artificial intelligence for intelligent COVID-19 management. For a detection and for a pandemic situation, management of a disease is very important apart from the sensing technology. So here we will discuss about some management technology also. Is our contents of this management and detection technology. Basically is a art, state of art. So I will discuss about state of art later. So here this is what recent history has taught us about responding to emerging infectious disease threats. So this is a map out of 50 events. There are so many viral, bacterial, parasite events as a pandemic situation. Out of 50 events, 33 majorly are viral disease, 17 are bacterial, and rest of the diseases parasitic and TB. Mainly concern is SFTS, severe fever with syndrome virus, measles, HIV like hepatitis E virus, HFMD, and SARS-CoV-2, which is emerging recently last year and create a pandemic situation. So here's our timeline of human coronavirus. 1937 first discovered in the chicken, and then 2002 SARS-CoV, and then SARS pandemic in 2003 after the discovery of SARS-CoV, HCOV, HKU1 in 2005, and MERS in 2012. And now we are in pandemic of SARS-CoV-2 virus since from December 2019 to till now. Before describing about virus, to know about genomic of virus is very important part. There are different kind of virus. Some are DNA containing, some are RNA containing. So our main concern is coronavirus. Coronavirus is basically a RNA containing virus, positive stance single stranded RNA, and there are some reverse transcription associated virus, basically a retrovirus and herpetovirus HBV. So here we can see some good pictures of the virus structure and the colonies of the viruses. Coronavirus morphology and genomic organization. Morphology, I already talk about some genomic organization. Basically, coronavirus is a RNA virus. This is the basic structure of coronavirus and nucleocapsid protein and virion membrane assembly and virus cell. This is a spiked structure. Electron micrograph. This is a SAM picture of the virus colonies at 200 nanometer. Coronavirus particle. Basically, a coronavirus particle is near about 1 to 25 nanometer diameter, enveloped with an as spiked and E enveloped membrane proteins. 30 kb Dalton single-stranded RNA genome wrapped in an nucleocapsid protein. This is a SAM image. Here we can see life cycle of coronavirus. How a virus hijacked a cell system and goes into the cell and divided itself into a multiple cells. Attachment and entry. We'll check later. ACE2. ACE2 is the angiotensin converting enzyme 2, which is found on our lung cell. Basically, a enzyme by which the coronavirus attached and get into our genome or cell and then release it our genomic RNA and then deployed the RNA and replication and translation process and convert the nucleocapsid assembly and then converted into a vesicle by using the Golgi complex, and then through the exocytosis process it released into outside the cell and transformed into another cell of a human being. Different scales on which studies of RNA virus evolution. So how we will do the check the evolution of RNA virus? So there are several methods, that is initial infection, and then any person is get infected, then we will check the intra-host virus evolution. That is another one is inter-host contact network. One person infected and then transmitted the virus to the another colonial person, and then we will check basic reproductive number, in how much time the virus number get doubled or tripled on the basis of person. Epidemic spread. Then we need to check the temporal phylogenography using the bioinformatics. So this is a way how we can check the scales of RNA virus evolution. Some introduction. This is a phylogenetic expression of a SARS-CoV using the bioinformatics. This virus shown the crown-like structure, as you can see in picture, is a good picture using the AFM. And we need to check the mask to avoid the transmission of one person to another one person. This is some T-cloth mask, surgical mask, and FFP2 mask, and which are normally known as N95 equivalent. So there is comparison of given for the mask technologies and which mask is good on the basis of their pore size. This is a cryo-EM structure of coronavirus 2 in the fusion conformation. This is a presentation of the coronavirus structure. This is an anti-terminal domain receptor for a structure analysis. For the structure analysis, bioinformatics is an important part for the infection progression and identification, functional sites, identification which site is very functional and working very effectively to transmit and to replicate the virus into another cell. B part is a secondary structure and computational based approach for the designing of ACE2 based peptide synthesis. I already explained about how a virus get into a cell and transmit it to the another cells. This is a genomic structure coronavirus vaccine candidate. There can be a different vaccine candidates based on some DNA vaccine, RNA vaccine, nucleic acid based vaccine, viral vaccine, and protein based vaccines. Lots of the research is going on in a whole country, not whole country, whole world nowadays. Basically, the virus vaccine is a state of art for development of the different categories using the therapeutics mechanisms and aspect of for promote than COVID-19 management and to summarize the effective way. This is a PET scan. PET scan is a good effective way to analyze or to identify the person, that is any person is infected by the coronavirus. There are some fabrication and fabric layer of a multi-layered mask, cloth mask, and another different N95 mask to manage the infectious disease is very related to the millions of peoples to avoid the transmission of one person to another person. This is the inhibit of the entry of the host cell. Means we have a ACE2 receptor. If we block the ACE2 receptor using any protein and antigen or any kind of biomolecule, then we can stop the entry of coronavirus into a host cell and avoid the transmission of the virus from one person to another person. Basically, a diagnostic strategies is a state of art. I will explain this later. Nano-enabled detection of SARS and MERS. As we know, there are different pandemic situations before for the SARS and MERS. And nowadays we are facing the pandemic for the coronavirus disease. So there's some aspect for the detection. There are so many application or detection technologies. Basically, some electrochemical using the current and normalized current and for the time, and we checked how much current is increasing using the different concentration and design some label free base nanowire based sensor. In this figure we can see here using some gold nanopart, silver nanoparticle and complementary DNA and non-complementary DNA to check the selectivity. Nano-enabled detection of SARS and MERS. This some immunosensor fabrication based on the cotton and microfluidic. This is a microfluidic channel which we have taken negative control, some sample and his background. After the drop casting of a sample, our microfluidic chamber gives different color for the antigen, because the binding occurs of the antigen and antibody. So it's based on the some cotton thread microfluidic detection technologies. This light-based detection, as we are doing in our lab based on the LSPR, use the some light and how much check the how much reflection we occur, and check some bondings using some different technologies like FTIR, that chemical bonding using the LSPR technologies, FTIR technologies. Nano enabled detection of sharks and mugs. There are some nano particle based detection technology using some fat based or another based device. This is a lateral fluid based bioassay which have been using some control pad test lines. After the drop casting of the antigen, it bind with the test line and gives the color. That means the person is positive, and there have been some criteria using the concentration units. The person is normal and weak positive and strongly positive. Nano enabled detection. So basically a nano enabled detection is a state of art. Here we can see there is a nanostructure based chip and immobilize some antigen antibody or any other cross linkers, and then immobilize anti-SARS-2 antibody and finally our antigen. So it can be performed by the smartphone based operation using the artificial intelligence and Internet of Things. Depend on as operation, effective data storage, rapid data sharing and rapid analysis. Miniaturized electrochemical analyzer. For the sensor or any analyzer, miniaturization or data optimization is a very important part for a rapid diagnosis and using some bioinformatics generation, for the early stage disease detection and POC application. After applying these things, we can do the personalized health management. So this is a state of art, we can say. Here we can make some application. We will register here and consultation with the doctor and some feeling some symptoms. This is a diagnosis part and start the treatment, and final consult with some specialist using some map technology protection and transfer the data with using the IoT and cloud computing.